Hello, every pony, Blue Devil, Red Devil here, and today we're not playing Minecraft. Um, we're we're playing this game. It's called Vintage Story. It's kind of like Minecraft, but I find it a lot more. I'm trying to find the right word for it. And entertaining is a word, but it doesn't describe how I feel about it. Um, there's probably some fancy words that do describe it, but I'm not a I'm not a smart man. But I'm a learned man, not a smart man. So, uh, let's see. So, this game has a lot more going for it than Minecraft. Minecraft has a lot going for it. Not to say it's bad, but for me, I have a love and hate relationship with Minecraft. At times, I love it. I love the simplicity. I love building in it. And then other times, I just hate it because of how simple and non-complex it is. So, we're going to play this game. Like I said, it is called Vintage Story. And if you've never heard of it, well, hopefully my video will teach you some stuff and maybe make you want to play it. Mind you, you had to go to their website to buy it and download it, and you have to make an account with them. So, there's your warning with that. If you don't like making a bunch of different accounts with different game launchers, unfortunately, just like Minecraft and other games, you have to do that. So, for now, let's go to game edit. Now, before we go to create a single world, these are the mods I currently have. I will go through them somewhat slow, best I can. For those who do play this game, want to try to copy my uh, mod list. Unlike Minecraft, you can't just throw a shit ton of mods together without it imploding in this game. There are two mods in this that currently have issues. I do not know how to fix it. Unlike Minecraft, this is a bit more complicated. I hope that was slow enough. If not, I apologize. Alright, now, when creating a world in Vintage Story, there's several things you need to know. First, create world. Second, name. I wish there was a button to go back. And we'll come up with a name. So, each one of these do different stuff. As you can see, you hover over them. We're going to go with standard, but customize. Now, because of the two mods I have a mod that's Conquest, Overland, Overhaul, something like that. And the other one is River Gen. Or River Generation. Something like that. Once we get to World Generation, I will have to look them up to figure out the settings to make them work properly. And I will show you what I mean. First thing we can do is pick the world height. 320 is about good. This red, this orange, purplish line is there because it will tell you, hey, anything beyond that, if I grab this, you see, slower chunk loading at this height. So yeah, about middle is about good enough. You can go higher, but there's no point. You're not going to build anything 300 blocks up. Unless you want to build a tower, then you can go higher. I'm doing that just to save my computer some memory. Now, these are pretty much, if you read them, they're pretty much basic. Game mode, survival. You go creative, we're going survival. Player lives. You can select how many lives you want. You can pick a server where you want to put people on there and they got 20 lives. As soon as they're done, they're gone. We're going to infinite. Starting climate. You can pick you want to start in ice, cool, temperate, warm, or hot. We're going to pick warm because I've always done temperate. So yeah, random respawn. So this is how far you are. So when you spawn in a spot. Every time you die, you can randomly respawn within that many blocks out. You can go crazy with it. That's 10,000 blocks out from respawn. So you could do 20 lives and do this and just curse your players. We're going to do 0. Grace period. So there are a thing called temporal storms. You can see it right here, temporal stability. We're just going to do 10 days before it comes out. Drop inventory on death or keep inventory. We're going to do drop. Let's just do keep our stuff. In 1 hour will that stuff despawn. So that saves us. Now to here. So all this is just pretty much survival stuff. Days per month. So 9 days in game is 7.2 real hours in real life. RL. I'm going to do 12 days for 9 hours, so that way it'll be about 2.5 days per recording, because I do plan on doing about an hour worth of stuff. True winters enabled. Then gravel block. You can do soil with sideways. So this was just called soil that doesn't have stable underneath to collapse. We're just going to do that. Kaizen disabled because that is not fun. Trust me. If we ever do a hardcore, I will turn these on. Fire from lightning, no. Allow fallen blocks, yes. Allow fire spread, yes. But not from lightning. Because if you turn this on, if lightning strikes, it'll start a fire, and fire will continue to spread on and on and on. Allow underground farming. Depending on what we're doing, yes. With this off, it allows you to transport water and place it down as a source block, kind of like Minecraft. With this on, you can't do that. So we're going to leave it off. starting hit points. You usually start at 15. We are going to do 30. I could do 35, but no. I want to give some type of handicap. Health regen. So your health regenerates once fully fed. It's like, I'm going to do slightly fast. Hunger, slightly slower. How hungry you get. Lung capacity. Let's just scroll down. Yeah, okay. Lung capacity. We're going to do that to 60 seconds. You can do 60 minutes. That's too much. Body temperature hardness. What this means is you can set this so your body, so say at minus, everything's Celsius. I don't know what Celsius it is, but at 0, which I know Celsius 0 is the same as 32 Fahrenheit. It's the freezing temperature. So by going minus, you are able to withstand colder temperatures better, but you suffer at hotter temperatures more. By going to hotter temperatures, you are able to withstand it, but you suffer more at cold temperatures. So we're going to leave that normal. Walking speed, slightly faster so we can get around more. Creatures aggressive. Yes. You can put that at passive, meaning creatures won't attack unless you attack them, or never hostile. That's boring. Creatures strength. We are going to pop that down because of entertainment value. Same thing with creature swimming speed, because 200 is absolute bullshit. 150. Yeah, when a injured animal can hit the water and then jet across it like they're the fucking Flash, it's absolute asinine. Spoils. Food spoil rate. How fast does food spoil? We're gonna put that at 50. Only 50% faster instead of. You put it 400, meaning food will spoil almost instantly. That would be an asinine thing, but maybe if we do a very, very hardcore survival on this. Tree growth. I always do slightly faster, so it doesn't take so long. Tool durability. How much damage can the tool take before breaking? I'm going to do 125, same as here. This we'll get into later, but just know I'm going to put it at 8. For those who do know, that will be useful later on. For those who don't know, when we get to this, we will talk about it then. I am literally just doing this because when we get there, I will do a flashback, just showing my mouse going back and forth. Alright, moving on. You can do chisels. You can put a single block of stone down, chisel around it, and make it look like a round column. You can see it in the background. All that is all blocks from in the game, and people chiseled it. I've just gotten into learning how to do that. I'm also going to put this on, but that allows you to see the map in color, not just old map color. There are structures in the world that has stuff like furniture, broken decoration pieces. Without this, you won't be able to obtain them unless you make glue. But in previous instance and updates, the glue was broken and it wouldn't work. So we're just going to say yes to simply breaking them to pick them up. Now to the temporal storm. We're not going to touch any of this. I don't know exactly what this does. I think it just increases over time. storm stuff, but I don't know any of this stuff. I do know what this does. This allows you to reset your respawn. I want to put on infinite just because it doesn't really matter. Because I have a mod that, unlike Minecraft, you can't set your respawn by sleeping on bed. You have to use a temporal gear to do it. So I have a mod that allows you to use your bed as a respawn. So this doesn't matter, so I'm just going to put in infinite. Now, before we go here, I'm going to jump to multiplayer. So everything here doesn't matter except for this one. Class exclusive recipes. We're going to turn that off. Because it's only me and myself, playing, and I don't want to be locked out of certain recipes and rations because I don't pick a class that's suited for the game. This removes that and allows you to build everything. Now for the world edit, and give me 1 second while I go ahead and open up the menu of the 2 mods which I have saved just for this. Yeah, it's Conquest Landform Overhaul. That's exactly what it's called. Alright. You go down to the settings for the river gen. There. And for the land overhaul. There we go. So, for this, some of this are pretty much understandable. So we're just going to start from the top. Realistic climate. So this means the closer to the equator, the hotter it is. The farther away from the equator, the colder it gets. That's pretty much it. You can do peachy, which is just, it's perfect everywhere you go. Land cover. This is how much land. So this is how much land there is compared to sea. So 97.5% is land, the rest of it is water. So looking at both of them. So the Conquest overhaul wants it at 70%. Well, the River Gen wants it at 40 or 50%. So just to make it somewhat more favorable for both mods, we could go to 60. But I am going to go with River mod because I want a lot more rivers. So I am going to do 50%. Now land cover scale. This is how much land there is between big bodies of water. How much of the percentage? I don't actually know how that works, but let's say from one water to another open water, say 100% is 2 miles. Or 100% is a mile. And then 200% is 200 miles. It starts you off at 500. What it wants here for the river gen, it wants 300 or 400%. For the Conquest overhaul, it wants 200. We are going to go with river gen, and we're going to put it at 300 because I want a lot more water. Now, upheaval rate. This is how common are mountains, hills, and other stuff. I don't exactly know how the rating goes because I've never really messed with this. There's probably videos and forums on Reddit talking about all this stuff. So if you want to go into more and more detail than I can, do your research. That's all you have to do. So pretty much for River Gen, we're done with it. So everything else is going to be on the Conquest Overhaul, which it tells me to put this at 0. Yeah, don't know. What we're just going to do is not 0, but 10. 10% of land, uh, how active are. This is pretty much hot springs, lava, and other surface stuff. Just to make it more interesting, I'm just gonna put common because I barely ever see lava. I've never seen lava in this game, and I know it's there because I've seen videos of it. I've seen plenty of hot springs, so I'm just gonna make that common just for fun. Landform scale. You can read all that. I don't have time for it. It wants me to put this with the conquest overland overhaul. My bad. Overhaul. It wants me to put this at 160. So that is what we're gonna do. And now I can close these two things down and reopen the game. So this is how wide and how long the game is, or the world is. And you can see you can go pretty damn far. 8 million blocks. Just because it's me and I myself, I am not going to do that. World Edge. Pretty much, do you want to walk off the edge or do you want it blocked? I'm going to block it. That would be a shame if we just stumbling across and just walk off it by accident. Now, polar distance. So from the edges, how far in is the polar equator? Which is a bit broken because technically you know how the world is. It's round, there's polar, there are two polar pieces, and you got the north and south of polars and the equator. This is square. So technically there is a north and south polar on each side of the square. And then there is a square equator, and then a north and south polar in the center of the world. It's a bit broken, but we're just going to not deal with any of that. We're just going to move on. Structures. Distance. So how far between the world structures are there? That's for entertainment. We're just going to move that down to only 25% distance. So there's a lot more structures, especially since I have better ruin mod. Actually, we'll put that at 50. Global temperatures, not going to deal with that. Not going to deal with that. Okay, this forest and shrubs. Mainly, I'm not going to deal with these two because I have no idea what they do. So you can go normal. You can go nearly no trees or even no trees. It actually goes off the map. Off this, I wish it didn't do that. So it's just for fun and entertainment. 100%. It the entire planet is forest. We're gonna have fun with that. Global deposit spawn rate. So how much copper and other ores and stuff appear. Just so we don't have to take forever hunting stuff down. I'm gonna do 140 instead of 100. And for copper and other surface deposits, common. Tin surface, rare. And snow. So yeah, we can put a willed seed, but it's more fun just having stuff up here. Apply. And I think I figured out a name. Give me a second. Alright, so if you're wondering what I'm going to name this world, it's simple. Terra, birthplace of the God Emperor. Praise be him. Yeah, yep. Praise be the God. Alright, we're gonna create. And now I'm gonna not let you suffer with all this because it does take a while. So I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna pause the recording and be back to you guys once it's done. Alright, so 20 minutes later. I'm lying. It was only like 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, so I have custom classes. I have 2 of them. I have them for Cobalt, and that's about it. I've been meaning to test out another one, but I don't feel like doing it here. I have human. This is the normal how you look when you normally start. And I have this. Yeah, what am I doing? Okay, so I have Cobalt. You can be a Cobalt. Or a fluffy dragon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself as tall as possible because in my personal playthrough with mods, I currently have one that has. I'm playing as a Cobalt. I made myself so small that I'm only slightly bigger than a single block when you're usually a 2 block tall. It has run into problems. One, I can't jump into water holding a torch without the torch going out. If I stand in a single block of water, it's considered swimming. It's hilarious. And when building anything that requires me to look at it, I have to build steps to look at anything taller than a block. I can't look at the top part of a block when crouching. So when working on an anvil, I had to put a half slab down next to the anvil to work on the anvil. Which is funny, but it is what it is. But the reason why you're hearing noises is because the person who makes this game is actually a fan of Don't Starve Together or Don't Starve. So everything uh, yeah, here. So this, it's all musical instruments of some kind. I think high is better. Oh, give me a couple minutes to go through this and set up this character the way I want it. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the character we will be playing. So we got Commoner. This is part of one of the mods I have that adds in additional features. Um, it's not working as it's supposed to. Because it's supposed to block these two from being these two cobalt ones. But it is working with the cobalt because it blocks every other class from the cobalt. Uh, so each one of these have different things. Like this one, the blackguard. It's a soldier pretty much. That's better attack and everything. And this is what I mean by it can make sword and shield. Uh, this one can work on devices. This is good if you want to be able to pick up better crops and resources and stuff. Ability to collect different from cracked vessels and other stuff. This is the class I seem to like a lot. Uh, animals, blah blah blah. Mining, all stuff. But the only problem is I have with this stuff is this one, Ravenous. Several classes have it. It's a minus 32 hunger rate. It is a absolute bastard of one. I think I might go with this because it increased walking speed, mining is better, ore drop is better. I have proficiency with a lot of weapons. My health is lower. I walk slower if I'm wearing armor, which is not an issue. So, yeah. This is the world we're in. Yes, a lot of rivers and ocean. That's exactly what I was hoping. And we have started in a redwood forest. Oh, and on a nice rainy day. I'm hoping we didn't take too long when making our character. Flint. That's what I was looking for. That's why everything sounds quieter. Why I wasn't hearing any music either. Holy crap, that is. That does continue on. So we're just going to go right here. Hit M. Ah, fuck. Well, that sucked. Got fucking attacked by a pig. I also have a mod that had a bunch of different mushrooms, so you might see, for those who do play this game, you might see some mushrooms you're not used to. Those are poisonous, I know that. Now, can I mark this place before I'm attacked? Oh. Ah, fuck you, pig. I was sneezing. Death caps. Oh no. Oh, that's all. Interesting. So different regions around the map will actually have different soils and stuff. Yep, that's what I thought. I thought I was heading towards a trader. Haven't seen you around here before. You just wake up? I think so. Well, good morning to you. Name's, James. I roam around these parts, finding and trading what I can. Not me. Let's find yourself a treasure hunter. They're always sneaking their noses into dangerous places. I might know where one is for a few spare gears. Alright. So, the way the traders work is this is the stuff you can buy. If you hover over it, see how it says 8? See the prices? There's two gears for 8. But he has a supply of 4 of them. So he has 8 stacks, or he has 4 stacks of 8 for 2 gears apiece. That also works over here of stuff he will buy. He wants 2 of these, and he'd be willing to sell them for 6 gears apiece, or buy them for 6 gears apiece. Same thing with everything here. So the best thing to do is to come down, click on him, and click trader. Now, if you want to, see how it says local goods trader? You can write it down into his thing of what he is. To me, it doesn't matter. Same thing with copper. Copper. You should always mark down copper, tin, and other resources you find on the ground up above those. Oh, yeah, that was vengeful. I got attacked by a pig, found a trader. I'm collecting the resources I need to make the stuff I need to continue. I think I found or saw. What the fuck? I thought it was a ruin. Apparently I don't need to buy gears. I don't need gears to buy information. Because this is the treasure hunter. What the fuck? What's the chances of that? And no, this was not a setup. This is bullshit. I wanted to do it the right way. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name. Oh, any place interesting? Yeah, for a bronze pickaxe. Hmm. He'd be willing to buy cracked vessels. Now, there's only a small chance of ever, when you're breaking them, they will actually drop themselves. Now, if you took the one class that has the mask, it actually goes up slightly. But let's look at the map. Now, if you click here and then hit save, as soon as I go far enough away from him, his thing doesn't disappear. It's always there. That way you know where stuff you want to keep track of is always going to be there. Hmm. Hoping to find some type of ruin. I'm not seeing any. Here's another good food resource, berries. But with this early in the game, and you always spawn in springtime, the likelihood of getting berries are going to be very low. Hey, but the world still provides. Oh yeah, plenty of mushrooms. Regain my health after that pig. I'm just going to grab some vines. I think I need a bit, a lot more for what I had planned. Oh, different type of mushroom. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, how it says when eaten, 80 stamina. That, that, that. But it takes 8 points of health for every second. I don't know how many seconds it said. Empty berry bush. Should probably stay in the deep forest so I can get some more vine. I heard beehive. Maybe not. Hey, berries. Any more berry bushes? Nope. Could have some interesting stuff. But we'll do some spelunking later. Now, we'll mark it. And come back later. I don't know what else to tell you right now. I just need to... Oh, hey, ruin. Yeah, no bony soil, no cracked vessel. Yeah, that sucks. Ah, there it is. Bees. Bees can be used to make honey. Honey can be used to make many things. Many useful stuff. Okay, I need one more and then 2 additional ones. Black truffle. Oh, yo. Oh, that's a stone. That's a stone. Give my health back after that damn pig. High up on the list of stuff I need done. Also heading out towards water. And getting the stuff to make a raft and ore. That's the reason why I need the rope. But ever since we came this far in, I haven't seen any line. Hmm. Have to head back towards the center of the forest to find some vines. Yep. See. Need some more. I'm gonna head back towards the redwoods. And sometimes the animals are not hostile. The only reason why that pig was hostile is its damn baby was nearby. I need one more. Now we head towards... Ooh, that's a baby. I'm running away. We head back towards the water. What I'm going for. Forest. So thick. Ooh. That was close. See to get the fuck out of there. Here's the river. Now, this is a good spot to make the tools that we need. Knife. Shovel. Spear. So by shift clicking with the piece of flint, you put it down. You can pretty much do this to most of the stones, but flint is better. Now, with a piece of flint or a stone, you can click and nip this out. Or if you want, instead of moving your whole body around, you can just look at the object and hold down Alt. You can just move your mouse only. If you're standing in a good spot, you can pretty much do this to multiple pieces without actually moving. And no, you don't have to get all the pieces. You just need to get the ones that are directly connected to it. The corners do not matter. Also, I'm trying to get this done because I need grass so I can make torches. So, a couple pieces of grass. So you need 2 pieces of grass and 1 stick to make a torch. You need that and that to make a fire starter. Put it in your offhand. There we go. Now that's what we need right over there. Cattails. And I can't get over there because my torch. Good thing is, I have a mod called More Piles. I can put down the string. And the sticks. And the grass. I put that down. Now, for a moment, we lose our torch. We can get over here and now harvest some cattails. Why do we need cattails? Well, to make baskets. To be honest, looks like we're gonna have to need a lot of them. So, if you hit E and go to your inventory and hover over something, then hit H, it brings you up a menu of all the stuff you can make with it. All we need is hand baskets, but you need 10 of them to make a single hand basket, and these 4 slots here are for that. You can make a couple different things with it. But I think for now, oh, that's new. Butcher's bag. Alright. What's this do? Storage slot 3. Okay. If you can get a piece of pelt with some of this, and you can make a hunter's backpack. But for now, this and the 3 slots is pretty much all you can do. You can also make a reed basket that can be placed on the ground to store at least 8 items. You need 3 of them in a thing, so about 24 of them, I think. But we will deal with that next time. For now, let's swim back across for a pile of stuff. I am going to pick up my stack of stuff. Now I'm going to hit C on the keyboard, which opens up this. I am going to put on a hat. That is required because it gives you protection from the rain, 85%. And then if you look down there, it says plus 1.8% Fahrenheit. Maximum warmth. It actually helps keep you warm. This, it really doesn't. And the lower the quality of the material, condition, the least. So yeah. The hat is a requirement. So for now, I am going to say I'm going to say goodbye for now. On top of my rope. because it is about an hour into this recording. I had to go live stream. I was supposed to start live streaming an hour ago. So for now, I was supposed to do this as a starting guide. This tells you pretty much what I just showed you. So, meh. Alright. Hopefully we'll get into more details next time. But for now, I have been Blue Devil Red Devil. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more of this, remember to like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.